Hello, everybody. It's time once again for another episode of Twins Week in Baseball. This is a recap show for my 2016 Minnesota Twins replay that you didn't see the full games on YouTube. We will start off by recap the second two games played in the Phillies series, and then the second two games in the Yankees series. Now, Game 70 was played on the channel. If you'd like to go back and watch that, please do. If you have already watched it, thank you very much for doing so. All right, we will move to Game 71, which was Adam Morgan versus Kyle Gibson. And the Twins got on the board first. In the bottom half of the first, Eduardo Nunez singles, and then Robbie Grossman hits one over the wall for a two-run homer, and that puts the Twins up 2-0. In the bottom half of the third, Robbie Grossman strikes again with his second home run of the game, his sixth home run on the season, and that puts the Twins up 3-0. And then they would add more on in the fifth inning. Leadoff double by Nunez, a walk to Mauer. Grossman did not hit a home run the next time up. He struck out, but Brian Dozier got in the home run parade. He hits a 3-run homer, and that would make it 6-0. Gibson ran into a little trouble in the ninth. We kind of let him pitch through it. Freddie Galvis with a leadoff single in the ninth. Peter Borges struck out, and then Odubel Herrera with a one-out home run gave the Phillies their only 2 runs of the game. Kyle Gibson with a fantastic game, going the distance, giving up 2 runs on 5 hits, striking out 5, walking 1. Adam Morgan goes 4 1/3, giving up 6 runs. All right, and the final game of the series was Jared Eichhoff versus Ricky Nolasco. And the Twins actually had the lead in this game, but we'll get to the ending. The scoring starts in the top half of the third when Peter Borges with a one-out double, and then Andres Blanco, I believe is his name, doubles home Borges, and that gives the Phillies a 1-0 lead. However, would not last long. We go to the bottom half of the fifth. Trevor Plouffe with a leadoff single. He is replaced on first base by Max Kepler. And then Byung-Ho Park with his 10th home run of the year and 20th RBI. A 2-run homer puts the Twins up 2-1. The Phillies would tie the game in the top half of the eighth. With 2 outs, Kepler misplays a fly ball for a 2-base error. And then Maikel Franco with a 2-out double. That ties the game at 2. However, the Twins would go up in the bottom half of the eighth with 2 outs. Byron Buxton with his 4th home run of the year put the Twins up 3-2, and they go to Brandon Kinsler, and he fails. Leadoff walk to Chuch Ruiz, Carlos Ruiz, for those that don't know him by real name. Cody Ashley would line out the first. Carlos Hernandez would put runners on first and third with a single. Freddie Galvis struck out for 2 outs, but with the infield in, Trevor Plouffe makes an error, and a run scores, and that ties the game. And then Odubel Herrera with a base hit scores another runner, and then Blanco again with a double puts the game out of reach, actually almost out of reach. That put the Phillies ahead 5-3, and they brought in former Indians farmhand Genmar Gomez. Got the first batter out for Joe Mauer. However, Brian Dozier with a one-out double, and then Trevor Plouffe brings him home on a single. However, the Twins could get no closer. The final score, Phillies 5, Twins 4. Eichhoff goes 8 innings, giving up 3 runs on 4 hits, striking out 7, didn't walk anybody. Nolasco went 7, giving up a run on 2 hits. Presley pitched the scoreless 8th, but they couldn't close the game out in the 9th. All right, the first game of the Yankees series was played on the channel, and please go watch that. In fact, all of these games in the Yankees series were actually close. That was Tommy Malone and Masahiro Tanaka. Go watch that if you want to see the results of that. All right, next game, sorry, as I adjust the camera here, was Irvin Santana against Michael Pineda, who actually pitched for the Twins against the Indians today this is Sunday, March 31st, if you're watching this. The Yankees would actually get out first. Mark Teixeira, with bad Twins defense, got one over to Grossman, but he misplays it for a two-base error, and then Starlin Castro with a two-run homer puts the Yankees up 2-0. However, the lead would last until the top half of the fifth. Kurt Suzuki with a leadoff double, and then Eduardo Nunez with his 11th home run of the year. Not of the game, that would be a record, as Kenny Mayne would say. Puts the Twins and Yankees knotted at 2. However, once again, the late inning bullpen would come back to haunt the Twins. Michael Tonkin came in to start the bottom of the 8th. You got Alex Rodriguez to fly to left, but Brian McCann would go deep to put the Yankees up 3-2. He would allow, after a ground out to third, 2-out rally by the Yankees. Castro singles, Gregorius singles, put runners on first and second, and they bring in Taylor Rogers. But Chase Headley says, "I will greet you with a home run and you will like it." A 3-run homer puts the Yankees up 6-2. Yates comes in to finish off the 9th, and the Yankees win 6-2. Santana gets the loss. Actually, no, Santana will not get the loss. That would be Michael Tonkin would get the loss, and I believe that'd probably be Dylan Betances would probably get the win. I'll have to look that up. Don't ask for the particulars on that. All right, and we go to the final game of this series. Tyler Duffy against Nathan Eovaldi, and the Twins got out the hitting shoes early. They scored 5 runs before the first man was out. I'll just give you the particulars on the run scoring. Brian Dozier with a bases-loaded walk scores a run. Trevor Plouffe with a double scores a run. And then actually scores 2 runs. And then Max Kepler makes the first out of the inning with a sac fly. That made it 4-0. And did not empty the bases because Eduardo Escobar would hit his 3rd home run of the year. And that made it 6-0. He walked Nunez to go through the order again, and he was given the hook. So Eovaldi only goes 2/3 of an inning. And it looked like the Yankees would be down and out, but here they come in the bottom half. This was only Duffy's really poor inning. I guess he got a little jitters. Jacoby Ellsbury would lead off single, replaced at first base by Brett Gardner. Then Carlos Beltran and Brian McCann with back-to-back doubles, scoring Gardner and Beltran, and that made it 6-2. And you would have thought in the top half of the 4th, off of Nick Goody, with 1 out, Eduardo Nunez singles. He scampers all the way home on a Robbie Grossman double, and then Grossman would come home on a Joe Mauer double, and that made it 8-2, and Duffy was cruising right along. He comes out for the 9th inning and gets the first 2 outs. You got Beltran to strike out, and he got McCann to strike out. However, he runs into a little bit of trouble. He gives up back-to-back home runs to Mark Teixeira and Starlin Castro, and that was it. And they brought in Buddy Boshears and Didi Gregorius and Chase Headley with back-to-back singles, and then Aaron Hicks with a 3-run homer to make it 8-7. And they bring in Brandon Kinsler. Jacoby Ellsbury hits a double, and Gardner rolled a 5-3, although he was weak power. He still had a chance to tie the game, but a nice diving catch by Kepler saves the game, and the Twins win 8-7, almost wasting a great performance by Duffy. He strikes out 14 in 8 2/3. And if it wasn't for some great defense, it would have been wasted. But he gets the win anyway. Kinsler gets the save. And the Twins move to 29-46. And that was game 75. All right, I will let you know what the next full games will be broadcasted on my channel. Game 77 as against the White Sox. That will be Ricky Nolasco and not so more big game James Shields. And to celebrate the halfway part of the replay, we will be playing game 81. It's the Rangers visiting the Twins, Cole Hamels and Kyle Gibson. So we are approaching that halfway mark. I will not be doing the All-Star game because I want to get this thing done. I did see that the app did finally update for 2018. So hopefully the sooner I get that done, the sooner I can do some of the 2018 pitcher replays that I bought the 2018 strat set for. All right, everybody, if you like what you see, please hit that like button. And then if you also like what you see, please hit the subscribe and hit that bell icon and you'll be notified of any new videos coming out. And whatever games you are playing, either with cards and dice or on the PC, may your dice or clicks be lively and your rolls or clicks be good. Have a good night, everybody.